We are the analysts of business and welcome to our video. We would like to present an analytical study of the Superstore dataset. It is a dataset containing a world of details about an online retail store, but we would like to put spotlight on describing the sale of products and spending patterns of the customer. The tools and tech used were Microsoft Excel, SQL, Python, Tableau, and Qlik. These are the assumptions made. The first thing that comes to our mind when we think about supermarkets is products. Let's focus on products then. Our first topic is basket segmentation. What are the top 20 products being sold? What was their total value? What was the ratio of all the other products sold to those 20 products? Let's have a look. These are the top 20 products sold, ranging from milk, salad, coffee to herbs and tomatoes. The total revenue generated from these 20 products was 1,03,000 euros. For every third product sold in the supermarket, one product was from the top 20 list. These 20 products accounted for almost 33% of the total sales and were a major carrier in boosting the revenue. Moving on to the next question, what is the average number of items in each basket and what are its values? The average billing amount by a single customer stood at 4.70 euros, while the count of average items in each basket was roughly 6 units. Moving on, let us get into the details and explore the category section. Which are the most selling products in baby's clothing category along with its values? The most sold products in the baby's clothing category were pacifiers, feeding bottles, accessories for lunch, medical accessories, etc. Which were the best selling combination of products? These were the top 3 combination of products. The advantages of having detailed insights about a category are as follows. As they rightly say, that customer is the king, and it becomes essential to have insights about the spending pattern and understanding the needs and requirements of the king. Having said that, we move on to customer segmentation. Comparison of the loyalty customers versus the top 20 customers visiting the store. The loyalty customers visited the store 2.35 times a month, whereas the top 20 customers visited the store at least 16 times a month. Who are the top 10 most valued customers and what is their average spend? Here is a colorful representation of the top 10 customers and the total worth of products that they buy when they visit the store. Moving on to the gender wars. Which are the top 10 products bought by men versus the top 10 products bought by women? The top 10 products bought by men range from salad, apples, milk to many others from the beverage category. While the top 10 products bought by women were milk, coffee, cola, etc. An interesting takeaway from the data is that men and women nearly had the same interest in terms of buying pattern. Moving on to the next question. What are the spending pattern of the customers belonging to different age groups? It is clearly visible from the graph presented that customers within the age bracket of 40 to 45 were highest in terms of footfall. They constituted to nearly 23,000 plus visits to the store. Here we are at the open question section. Let us have a look at the weekly footfall of loyal versus infrequent customers. Weekly footfall of the customers are shown starting from week 1 going up to week 9. Moving on to the next question. What was the week over week sales progress? Week 2 earned the highest revenue with 37,000 euros, while the lowest earning week was week 9 and it accumulated around 27,000 euros. An interesting insight is that while the total revenue in week 4 was 27,600 euros, quite less in comparison to the other weeks, but the average revenue per day stood at almost 700 euros, which is the highest amongst all the weeks. What were the weekends versus weekday sales audit? The average revenue earned during the weekday stood at 5,896 euros, while there was a jump of 15% in weekday to weekend sales as the average revenue earned during weekend increased and it became 6,774 euros. From the image, it can be clearly seen that weekends has the highest sales, so instead of keeping the store closed on a Sunday, the store can be closed on a Wednesday since it has the lowest sales number as compared to any other day. And that's a wrap. Thank you.